So this is Literature Circle for Night Chapter 1, and my name is Dawn Williams, and I am the vocab finder.
My name is McKenna, and I am the connector.
I'm Denise, the summarizer.
I'm Shanley, I'm the moderator. I'm Paul, the quote finder.
And I'm Shakaya, and I'm the illustrator.
So I'm the vocab finder, and as I was reading, I discovered there weren't too many terms, but I just thought about the different members in my group, and if y'all, to help y'all out. So, okay. So here we go. So the first word that I came upon was retrospect. It was on page 11, and it said, in retrospect, I must confess that I do not know or no longer know what I wanted to achieve with my words. And when I defined it, it meant that retrospect means a review of a past course of events or a period of time. Reign. Toward the end of their reign, their goal changed, a world in ruins in which Jews would seem never to have existed, page 11. And once I defined that, it meant the period during which a sovereign rules. Disenter. This was found on page 11. It said special units would then disinter the corpses and burn them, and it means to dig up or to discover. So on page 12, I found this word, Auschwitz, and it said on the page, well, it was used many times in chapter 1, but this is the first time I came upon it, and it said, only those who experienced Auschwitz know what it was. And Auschwitz was one of the largest concentration camps in World War II during the Holocaust. And yeah, so yeah. This word is superfluous, and it was found on page 13, and it said that I accepted his decision because I worried that some things might be superfluous. And it means unnecessary or excess. And yeah, basis. No basis. It was found on page 15, and it said in the text, nor shall I ever forgive the world for having pushed me against the wall, for having turned me into a stranger, for having awakened in me the bestest, most primitive instincts. And it means without, it said in feelings and emotions, without moral principles, shameful or dishonorable. And the last word that I saw, conflagration. It was found on page 21, conflagration. The stars were but sparks of the immense conflagration that was consuming us. And it is an extensive fire that destroys a great deal of land or property. So that's what that is.
So I was the illustrator for chapter 1 of Night. And okay, so this is Moshi, that person, the Beetle. And he never really had a name, so they just called him Moshi the Beetle. And he was a poor foreign Jew who lived in the town of Sight, and he's a teacher and a compassionate man. He befriends Eliezer to teach him Kabbalah, but he also returns to Sight after a massacre of foreign Jews to warn the Jews of Sight of coming danger. This is Transylvania, and this is where Moshi the Beetle lived, and he was poor and lived in utter penury as a rural or townspeople, while they did help the needy, but Moshi the Beetle was the exception. This is the synagogue. Thanks, guys. And these are, I guess this is how the outside look, and that's how the inside look. And I got the half-burnt candles there because they said when they have their discussions in the synagogue, then that's like the candles be burnt off by the time they finish with their conversations. This is a Zohar, and Moshi the Beetle and his friend would read a page over and over again, but not to like learn it but by heart, but to discover within the very essence of divinity. This is the cattle cars, and those are the Hungarian police.
That's torture.
And this is Jews that's like crying and stuff. And one day, all the foreign Jews were expelled from Szahely, which is where they lived, and they crammed into cattle cars by the Hungarian police, and they cried silently. Standing on the station platform where we too were crying. The train disappeared over the horizon. All that was left was thick, dirty smoke. That's it.
Alrighty. So
Okay. So now I am the connector. I was the connector. So one connection that I found was when I was reading about the Jews. It was when the Jews were being deported to the ghettos. That reminded me of the start of slavery, when the white men took the Africans from their home, Africa, and the Jews and the slaves were kind of alike to me.
Oh man.
So then the second connection that I found was when the family's friend asked the family if the two oldest kids wanted to hide out. The two kids said no because they wanted to stay with their family, and that was a connection to me because I said that if that was me, I would probably want to stay with my family because I wouldn't want to be apart from my family during a time like that. So then the third connection that I found was it also relates to the first connection. I said if I was a Jew being deported to the ghettos, I would be scared and terrified because on pages 10 and 11, the Jews said that the ghettos were not too bad and things were beginning to be normal again. But I wouldn't think that living in the ghettos was normal because there was barbed wire, they couldn't leave their homes, and it was just terrible, and they had took all their valuables, and I wouldn't think that was normal.
Okay, McKenna, you said that you wouldn't want to live in a concentration camp or in the little ghettos, but you also didn't want to be separated from your family. Wouldn't it be more wiser
they didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah, they
into
didn't.
safety?
Yeah, but
the little boy knew. Everybody else
They
didn't.
didn't know what was going on.
Everybody was unaware. But had I did know,
It was a start. They didn't know what was happening.
Yeah, they thought everything was gonna become normal again.
if you knew, would you leave?
Yes.
No, I don't know.
Everybody for themselves then.
At my age, I know I can't survive without my
And then just the
They
fact
were gonna
knowing
be
like
with the
something
family
might happen
friend.
to
She is
them.
old enough to care for everybody. Everybody for themselves.
Why?
they'll be hiding. I just feel like that's just
Yeah.
I'd rather hide and have a chance of survival than go with my family and get slaughtered. No.
I mean, yeah, but still, like, they didn't know what was ahead. But, I mean, I guess the parents would want me to go, but then it wouldn't feel right. I mean, I would want to.
if we're gonna die, we're gonna die together.
Okay, it wouldn't feel right getting killed either, but that's your choice.
I wouldn't want to feel the guilt of like just leaving them. I don't know what's happening all my life. We separated, and I don't know what's going on with them. What's happening to them? Are
No,
they
they had the
alive? Are they
opportunity.
dead?
I would feel like it would be my fault because I would feel like I could have protected them if I went with them.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Nah, you a little kid.
Abandon your family.
I ain't never protecting nobody.
Everything. So I don't know. Even if I knew, I'm still about to go with my family because first of all, I can't survive in a situation like that. The mom and the parents was holding all the food and stuff. So what am I gonna do? And then they had another child, the younger sibling. That's why he didn't want to leave. He said he was gonna stay with his wife and the baby. But yeah, I just feel like if we're gonna die, we're just gonna die together. With each other there.
I probably wouldn't have went with my family because they would probably want me to live on to create another generation.
And during this time, you think they would want me? Like, during all this happening, you would want... I know, that's what you're thinking
I'm
about.
afraid of death. Everybody's afraid of death.
But if you're a parent, you would want your child to go somewhere that was more likely